marvelous greetings from Heavenly Album Covers. We just plucked this Billy Perkins album called Sings for Jesus from the Heavenly Album Cover garden just outside this store, which we recently repaired. And today we are going to look at Billy Perkins' Sings for Jesus, newly harvested from the Heavenly Album Covers Heavenly Garden of Albums. And Billy Perkins has a great cover there. This is a sealed album, and we are going to unmask it from its shackles of plastic and take a look at it. We don't have much to say about Billy Perkins and his album because there's not a whole lot of information about him, but we will get to that album that's right here that was newly harvested from the Heavenly Album Garden. And I've showed this book before. It's called The Archivist. This is the 4th edition. I believe it's been updated again, and there's another edition out there somewhere. This book, this great book, it's a really wonderful book. It covers vintage vinyl Jesus music from 1965 to roughly 1980, and it's filled with microscopic and very detailed listings of Christian and Jesus movement albums that have been released. It's quite mind-boggling, and it even has a little section in the back with black and white prints of different album covers and things from the era. This is really worth getting if you're into kind of Jesus-oriented music and music albums. And let's get started here with Billy Perkins. There's really not a lot to say biographically about Billy Perkins. I couldn't really locate much about him. Maybe we can find out more about him after this video goes up. And Billy Perkins is right here, and my pointer is right here now, and I think we should unseal this. It's been sealed very carefully at some point, and we must reveal the cover in its full glory here. Sealed records are kind of like Schrodinger's cat, if I can pronounce that right. Schrodinger's cat. You don't really know what you're going to get until you open the outer shrink wrap. You don't really know if Schrodinger's cat is alive or dead until you actually open up the vessel in which the cat has been, and by then you've already ruined the experiment. So this album cover is even more wonderful because it has been unshackled from its plastic outer encasing. And here's Billy Perkins, and he's got like a thing on his nose. And I really like album covers where the artist is wearing a watch, and this is a great watch album cover on Billy Perkins' hand. He's wearing a great watch. This lettering down here is just perfect. It's kind of mimics like manuscript writing down here. The top lettering, the main lettering up here, is also similar. I don't know if they're the same font or if they were all, if both of these were hand done, I don't know, but Billy is kind of looking up at his lettering, and Billy is wearing a very fashionable and kind of lime green top, a shirt here, which is really nice color for this area here. He's kind of near some sort of watchtower or a clock tower. There's a clock here, clock face, and I'm going to get a sip of coffee. I was harvesting Heavenly album covers in the Heavenly Album Cover garden all morning, so my voice is a little bit shot. And here's Billy Perkins again. His hair is kind of all over the place, but it really works. It looks really nice. This looks like an actual photograph, not like a paste-up job where they cut Billy out and pasted him on a backdrop. And Billy's got great teeth, great eye expressions. And my voice still hasn't recovered from all the gardening in the album cover garden this morning. And as we can see, there's a mystical, misty image of Jesus himself behind the clock tower here, behind Billy Perkins. And you can see Jesus' mustache and beard, his lips, his eyes. His nose is very foreshortened, but there's kind of a mystical Jesus in the background. This is a common graphic trick that many Jesus or Christian album covers use. They often will have mystical visions of Jesus behind the main musician or artist, and this is one of those album covers. There are some odd glowing clouds up here. There's a pink cloud, a yellow cloud. I'm not sure if they're part of the Jesus area or if they were here with Billy when this album was put together. Billy also looks like he's wearing a small microphone. Billy looks really intent. Here are Jesus and Billy in the same frame here. Billy is praying. He's thanking Jesus for a great life and for his talents, his musical talents. This album actually has some spine lettering. You don't always get spine lettering on albums like this. This is on JANUS records, not Janis Joplin records, but JANUS, JANUS records. The back cover has very little biographical information about Billy Perkins, and this was recorded at world-famous Gold Star recording studios where Brian Wilson recorded Good Vibrations, parts of it, and the cover picture is courtesy of Billy Perkins. Very interesting that Billy Perkins would thank himself for a photo that is on his own album. And this was distributed or sold at something called the Record Dealer. Here's the Janus Records logo, not Janis Joplin. And Billy does a lot of great songs, a lot of standards. He does a great version of I Saw the Light. This album is completely available for free on YouTube. And Billy has a very classic gospel, old-time voice. He's a little tiny bit off key when he sings, but that only adds to the authenticity of his assertions. And this album is very entertaining, and it has lots of background vocals, and Billy is a really good singer. His voice is a little bit shaky. And so let's look inside as my voice deteriorates before the label. There's no date on this, but the record label itself is very simple, green. The very interesting thing about Billy Perkins is he recorded a song called Campus Cuties, or he recorded a song called Campus Cutie, and you can find that on YouTube. Campus Cutie is like a country rockabilly bebop garage rock band song, and it's really good. You can instantly tell that it's Billy Perkins. Billy Perkins has a real distinctive voice. So way before this album came out, Billy Perkins released a song called Campus Cutie, which everybody should listen to. And so this is Billy Perkins, plucked only recently from the Heavenly album cover garden. This was on the shrink wrap. I'm not even sure what it means. It's some sort of inventory tag. This Billy Perkins album, the cover stock, the paper stock, is actually textured. It has a nice texture to it. You can touch the texture on this album cover. It's very nice.